Hello. Oh, I tried zooming and it didn't work. Hello, we are back for Genshin Impact. Or Genshin. I think I've realized I've been saying it wrong all along. For these 98 plus episodes.
2.
She's not even stretching, she's just talking.
4.
All right, so today we are continuing knocking out these story quests. And for today's, we're doing Ito's, which we haven't formally been introduced to him, except for on that drumming event. It's really weird, if you ask me. So the Oni is evil. We're going to navigate to that.
1, 2.
But before we do that, I have enough of these Acquaint Fates to do a 10 roll. So let's go ahead and do it. Hope for gold. Know that we're going to fall short, though. There is gold! What a beto, what a beto, what a beto, what a beto, what a beto. Okay, so we got a Raven Bow. Who cares? Debate Club. Don't care. Ooh, we got a stringless. We have one of those. That might actually be our strongest bow is a stringless. Skyward Spine. Oh my gosh. I'm excited about that. It would be nice if we had another gold. I think we're at the end of the roll. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we got another weapon. We will have to put in some work on that and then give it to Zhongli. Yeah, you're going to be saying goodbye to this Favonius Lance. It's not good enough for you. No. You need this. Ooh. Look, it's like an upgrade. Ooh. That's beautiful. Black Wing. Increase crit rate by 8% and increase normal attack speed by 12%. Additionally, normal and charged attack hits on opponents have a 50% chance to trigger a vacuum blade that deals 40% of damage as attack in a small AoE. This effect can occur no more than once every 2 seconds. That is amazing, though. We have just enough materials from that roll to get it up to level 20. And I'll probably do this after the episode because it is Saturday today. Yeah, right now it's not good enough for Zhongli to be using, but it will end up being in Zhongli's hands. For now, let's go over to Inazuma. I think we have to meet Catherine, is what it said for the start of the mission. So let's teleport over to the waypoint, and then we will deal with the Oni's evil. Why do Oni gotta be evil, though? It's so nice to be able to get another gold weapon. This is my second one. Why they're so sparse, I don't know. But they are. Okay, so we can't talk to her where the trail leads us. What? The Beatles? Are they fighting?
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Was there something we could help with?
Yes, please let us know.
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenryou Commission. The assignment is both urgent and dangerous. After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required. Naturally, you came to mind.
Yay!
Just another day on the job for us!
Dangerous to say. Why can't the Tenryou Commission resolve it on their own?
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Ito.
Arrest warrant?
Me? You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
Yeah, something like that.
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any kind. So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, and sometimes even whisking away the people themselves. But it doesn't end there.
I definitely don't believe the second part.
When the dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
What's a Doshin? Sounds like a real ruffian.
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to bring this Oni in. Wow, this does sound like a job for the Traveler. He'll be back with that Oni in no time.
No, I
I
won't.
have complete confidence you will succeed.
Because he's going to be a
However,
friend.
please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
I'm not too experienced with gang fights. He has a gang, but I have Paimon.
On second thought,
I knew she
Paimon
wouldn't
will
like
leave
it.
the fighting to you. The last place Paimon wants to be is in a gang fight.
Oh, you'll be
Still
there.
Investigating
You'll be there,
Arataki
definitely.
Ito's potential motives behind these incidents, as well as his current whereabouts.
Watch him just be like
Please ask
behind
around
us.
in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Ito's circumstances than I am, who can provide
Okay.
you with useful information.
Okay, we'll go ask around. But we've already been introduced to him because of an event.
Thank you. I will await
Apparently, he
your
doesn't get
return.
arrested,
Ad Astra Avisask.
or he doesn't stay in prison. One of the two. I think he's just a misunderstood soul. Rise up, golden soul.
Well, let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Ito guy and figure out where he might have run off to.
Okay. Furunya Naboru. Talk to you.
Arataki. Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him.
That sounds
To be
about right.
Completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Surprise in what way? Maybe expound
You mean
upon
he
that.
already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's just very overbearing in everything he does. Big and
I can see that.
brash and always making a ruckus.
I can see that.
So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged.
So you're saying that he's
I
on
don't personally
drugs?
see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control.
What is he usually up to?
You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself.
Are you sick?
I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Ito fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
Oh, he's weird, all
I'm
right.
afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so that's one person. Now we got two more over here. Aha! Why can't you give me an outfit? Weren't you supposed to give one for the traveler
Store is offering the latest
when we were traveling around with Ayaka?
Arataki Ito? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the Tenryo Commission's end.
That
He
probably
could
sounds
never
about right
do
too.
anything so dastardly.
Huh? How can you be so sure? Is he really as trustworthy as all that?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes.
You mean he's not smart enough?
Maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used
I know
to
it's
spend
not
a lot
strong
of time
enough.
playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets. Kids
Like as an
being
adult?
kids aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
At rock, paper, scissors?
On purpose, though, right?
No.
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won! I finally won! I'm unbeatable!"
Yo, props to this voice actress.
Then he took
Props
his
to her.
candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Oh, wow.
It's just plain wrong.
That sounds like the man that we met at that one event.
Too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave Ito a scolding. He
Probably
was
deserved.
pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened. In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never throws a game on purpose. So,
They like
I
his honesty.
suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really gonna be capable of these kinds of diabolical deeds?
I think I understand your point now.
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable.
Oh, he can refute it
So, I'm
by
not
just
trying to condemn
saying
his
what actually
actions
happened.
Or anything. If he really has messed up big time, then he should face the consequences just like anyone else.
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
We just got one more person to ask. Ah, it's one of the Tenryou Commission soldiers. Ah, the Doshin. Are you the one that failed to catch him?
Arataki Ito. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently.
But why?
We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
And that's why we're here now.
Says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty strange. Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case.
What is he
For
accused
starters,
of?
most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it was him.
How do you know it wasn't a different Oni?
At first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating
definitely a
is that he
misunderstanding.
then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start.
Doubt it. Did he have a motive?
Of course he did. Whether
sure?
material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way.
What do you
He's
mean?
never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride.
I doubt it.
As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree.
So he was exacting revenge on the Tenryou Commission? You know what? I don't feel so bad about him beating you guys, if that's the case. Because you shouldn't have done that! And you know it.
At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight.
Good.
It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end, we had to enlist the help of Kujo Sara to finally secure his vision. The Vision Hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on us.
He does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
The motives seem valid enough.
If the two of you are able to capture
No, it doesn't.
Arataki Ito, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Thanks for all the info.
I want to know what he stole.
We really run out of exciting cases.
Too bad we still don't
Oh,
know who he
no.
could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. I remember that there's a
man.
detective agency here in Inazuma.
Yeah.
Maybe we can try asking there.
No. Dang it. Why is there always got to be something blocking the way? Okay, what was it? The Omni Ubiquity Nets. Let's go deal with this, then maybe we can get our mission done. If not, this might be a two-part thing. I'd rather it wasn't. There's always got to be some world quest just blocking the way, though. All right. You, Sango, let's talk. The Wakamurasaki. I should have let her know about Kageromaru. What's wrong? Oh, hello there, traveler. Do you still remember the Ubiquity Net by any chance? No. Oh. After we settled the previous incident, I explained all that happened to a friend of mine. Her name is Wakamurasaki, and she calls herself a designer. She was quite inspired by the manner in which she used that net. I don't remember what you're talking about. So she's been badgering me this whole time to help her look up a new technique with which she can continue modifying the Ubiquity nets. I couldn't deal with all the nagging, so I did find her something new in the ancient collection of mine. If the fancy takes you, traveler, go to her place. If I don't miss my guess, she's probably finished her modifications by now. If I don't miss my guess? What type of wording is that? That's confusing. Okay, how far Shibito? All the way over here. So yeah, we got to teleport. I don't remember this net thing though. I just don't.
With rain this heavy, not only are the stars clouded, so too.
Hey, Waka. Well, that should certainly do it. Hello there. Are you Wakamarusaki? That's me. What do you need? Well, I'm here about the Ubiquity net. Ubiquity. I don't know what the word is exactly. Oh, are you? Oh, I remember now. You must be the traveler. Sango told me about you. By the way, the way in which you operated that net was truly impressive. Inspiring, in fact. I heard that you've been modifying. I don't even know what net she's talking about. Aye, that's right. Sango dug up all kinds of new Amoyu technique for me and all. I used that technique to modify this net once again, and I named this new model the Omni Ubiquity Nets. According to Sango, this technique is able to detain the essence of living creatures before using certain objects as media to recreate the shape of that living being. She even says that the utmost achievement of the Unmayodon Do technique is to recreate a human essence. Such essences can answer questions that will never lie. I must say that such a technique would be of unbelievable help to a detective like Sango. You know what? I actually think that's why she told me about the technique and allowed me to make changes to the nets. But don't you go around telling anyone that. I'm only telling you this because you and Sango are friends, all right? Is it really that amazing? Not yet. No matter how I modify it, this net can only be used to recreate the essences of small creatures. It has no effect on humans whatsoever. You know what, traveler? Take this net with you. Who knows, seeing you in action might give me some inspiration again. Here, take it with you, and remember, it's the Omni Ubiquity Net now, not just the Ubiquity Net. Go on then, catch a few little animals to test it out. Sango is busy completed. What quest is she involved in now? Did it update to where... What is she involved with now? The octave of the mush. What the heck? Where? I don't think I'm getting this whole quest done today. Octo the Mashiro. It has been a while since you last contacted Sumida. She said earlier that she would look for some of the other people who took up her commission and conduct an information exchange. Go back to Inazuma and look for her to see how her attempt proceeds. Oh my gosh. Why are you making it so difficult just to get this done? Why'd you tie in this main story quest to all these random world quests? Really? I could have been doing this for half episode stuff, but I decided to switch it up. Who knows? I could have been done with this if I really left it half episode. Excuse me. I want to take a shortcut. Hope you guys don't mind. Oh, we just skip right over to her. Really now, asking me to walk all this way? If this wasn't about a once-in-a-century find. Eh? We've only walked a few steps away from the Batson Sango's storefront, haven't we? It's not a storefront. Eh? Batson Sango is my house of wisdom. The world comes to Batson Sango, not the other way around. There it is. Number 7 of the lines that President Sango wishes she could say someday. But since cases tend to come to her, she's never had a chance to say it. Hey! You don't have to say so much, Ryuji. Anyway, regarding Sarumi Island. Ah, you're here. Let me introduce you. This is the renowned MC. You can skip over the renowned bit. And I know at least 2 of these people. And Paimon's Paimon. And so this is a legendary MC. And I'm legendary too. Well, your deeds have far surpassed the domain of your average adventurer. That's for sure. Indeed, your adventures are what all adventurers' dreams are made of. Right. Let's get to the point. The reason I asked everyone to gather here is to exchange information about Sarumi Island. Did we really need to do this in order to do the Ito quest? I don't think so. My latest work, is it to unravel the secrets of the island? Is it to find the answer as to why the Mashiro would disappear? It seems that we could count on you after all, MC. Agreed. You certainly do have good judgment. Being able to prevent Miss Samita from going off topic like that. My mom feels a bit sorry for Miss Samita. I'm sorry. Well, to get back to the point, out of all the people affected by incidents rated to Mashiro that should have been found going missing, I was only able to find the detectives from Batson Sango and Mr. Rollin. Yes, we are aware of the request, alongside the unrelated plot lines of several different light novels, as well as the narrative you are currently working on. It is also true that we are unable to successfully retrieve the Mashiro. Well, I'll solve the mystery for you. Ryuji must have misplaced it. Not at all. I did lose my way many times after arriving at Sarumi Island, but I did eventually find a Mashiro in an open area on the island. You must be speaking about the ceremonial site. As for the details, I no longer remember them well. Every time I try to do so, it's as if there's a fog in my head that prevents me from remembering the details that occurred at Sarumi Island. Could it be that the fog that shrouds the island found its way into Ryuji's head after he breathed too much of it in? I don't think that's exactly what it is, but probably not far off. Well, here's what I experienced. At the time, I was trapped on Rito with no way to cross the checkpoints. This is when Miss Samita contacted me and commissioned me to help her go to Sarumi Island to gather reference material and look for a Mashiro. I had my doubts when I boarded Kama's boat, but as it turned out, he was able to avoid detection and bring me safely to the island after all. So you didn't have a permit, Mr. Raldo? Rolad? Shh. Come on now. These less than legal dealings not need to be spoken of so loudly. Kama's really something, huh? As long as it's asked of him, Kama will get it done. But if you don't ask him, he won't do anything. Like Ryuji, I fear that I can't remember much about what occurred. I took Kama's advice and walked through the large gateway into the fog. And I met a friendly child. There was some sort of ceremony as well. A kid, you say, was his name Rue? Rue. I don't quite remember. We did make the trip in a hurry. After all, why I even left my diary behind in Rito. The records clearly state that the civilization once existed on Sarumi Island had been utterly destroyed, and yet there was still a child there. I could have sworn that after a few other hurdles, I did finally get my hands on a Mashiro. Could have sworn. Well, it does seem like Rolad reported back to Samita convinced that he had brought the item in question, while the truth was that he didn't have it. Could have sworn does seem to be the operative phase here. I'm very sorry. That's why I write diaries, you know, to compensate for my untrustworthy memory. Well, I say that, but I do often lose those very diaries as well. So there you go. Huh. What do you know? We've discovered quite a lot of journals and diaries out in the wild. Does that mean there's a ton of people with poor memories out in the world? To be honest with you, what concerns me the most about these incidences isn't the missing Mashiro, but the fact that you met locals on Surumi Island at all. According to the tales of distant seas, there can be no doubt that Surumi Island was utterly destroyed several millennia ago. The monstrous bird of thunder that was slain by the Electro Archon upon Amakumo Peak in Sarai Island, that was why the Asase Shrine was built, to suppress the leftover power of that giant bird. Wait, is this the Thunderbird we've heard about in the past? We fought it too. President Sango, this doesn't have anything to do with that case. No, it does. Although I'd never gone to Sarai myself, the fallout from the Thunderbird's death resulted in a strange phenomena that can be found on Amakumo Peak. When you add this together with the existence of the ley line disorders, which have since become common knowledge as well, only one conclusion remains, and thus it must be true, that the strange occurrences that you experience must be related to Surumi Island itself. Huh? You know, this is all very fascinating. Well, this information isn't very helpful. It's fascinating, though. But it won't be of any help. At least it's interesting, right? You really do know a lot, Sango. Of course, I am Sango of Batsen Sango Detective Agency, after all. If you wish to take on matters of all sorts, then you must have knowledge of all sorts. I do also feel that this gathering hasn't resulted in any meaningful conclusion, though. Other than Mr. Rolad and Batsen Sango, all the others I've contacted believe that Surumi Island has some unique ley line disorder, or that it might even be haunted. None of them were willing to involve themselves any further. Perhaps I should take the commission back. Maybe the writer's life is not my destiny after all. No, that won't do. After hearing what you said about the Chronicles of the Sea of Fog, Miss Amita, Paimon's now very, very curious to know what happens next. As a detective, I do not believe in such things as destiny. Everything happens for a reason, and all occurrences follow their own unique logic. Destiny doesn't come into it at all. As long as we can find out what happened. Then we can. Actually, you know what? What are we doing this for again? To encourage Miss Amita, of course. No, that can't be it. We're here to find the Mashiro and give it to Miss Amita to finish the commission, aren't we? Yeah. That's right. If she cancels the commission now, we'd have run around the whole place for nothing. That's the most important bit, huh? That's what you think is most important, Paimon? Yeah, Paimon. I'm also very concerned about what's happened on Surumi Island. Well, let's just leave it all as us, Miss Amita. You're right. It's early days yet to be giving up. Even the gay Takazawa Kyoden muddled through life for 33 years before he read the... Miss Amita, you're welcome to share your writing anecdotes next time you commission us. But for now, we shall take our leave. Yep, I'm tired. Button Sango's courtyard is still the best. As an adventurer, I feel obligated to challenge the fog of Surumi Island once more. Well then, let us meet again in the island's depths. MC, Ad Astra Avasauce. Looks like I need to improve my social skills on top of writing ones, huh? Cheer up! Don't worry about the whole Mashiro thing. We'll get it done. Is Sango still unavailable? I think she's available now. Hold on, let's see. Finally, she's available. Okay, so yeah, to see more of the whole quest, you'll just have to check out a future half episode. Which isn't going to be now. It's not going to be in the near future because we still have to do everything with the Arana does. But yeah, we'll get to it eventually. It might have to be after I finish all these story quests. Man, that's a lot of reading just to get to this quest. I have to do so many other side quests. We're supposed to be safe for side episodes. Sango, please take away my ability to read, or take away my need to read.
Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Ito.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryou Commission. But first, do you have enough Moro to cover the fee?
Probably
I've heard
not.
all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
How much more are we talking about here?
Yeah, how much?
A one-off payment of 397,000 Mora up
Holy
front.
crap.
Plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Ito is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Whoa, that's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
Hold on, I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryou Commission.
Okay, cool.
All you'll need to pay is the small commission fee.
Which is...
And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have Ito. So, from the way I see it, you guys are getting a pretty nice deal.
Why'd you
Now,
even bother telling us all
to
that?
give you the full picture in this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale.
All right, spit it out, please.
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni.
Or like me.
The
Like other
crimson
humans.
Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near.
Aw. Rude kids.
So the blue Oni said to the crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
as planned, the crimson Oni chased the blue Oni away. The crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him.
I don't like this for the blue Oni already.
But when the crimson Oni went to tell the blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
That's not what the Crimson Oni wanted. You just wanted to make friends, not lose one.
What about the little blue Oni? Whatever happened to him?
Yeah, whatever happened to
I
him?
suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson Oni remain now.
But the blue Oni was just an innocent little kid.
Does the story have anything to do with the situation at hand?
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Ito is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni. What
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni bloodline. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
But how could he do that? After the blue Oni's sacrifice? That would be such a betrayal.
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out, in which case, it would be quite a stretch to say it still counts as a betrayal at this point. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. What is there left to discuss?
But I think it's still a
According to my
misunderstanding.
investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now. The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Ito chose to flee in that direction.
I understand. Thanks for all the information.
Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
She said duty.
Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Ito has given into his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Okay, but what's
I feel like they're
up with
just discriminating
Ito
against him because he's
being
an Oni.
that Oni? What use is that?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Ito is allergic to beans.
Oh, that's
fact,
horrible.
All Oni will avoid beans, but especially Ito. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
That's messed up. Seems a bit unfair to me.
It's fine. He's the bad guy, remember?
Do you understand
Just so
how
happens
allergies
that
work?
I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them.
No, he
Of
won't.
course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Sneaky. But also, thanks. Let's head to
Can we just not
Yoshiori
take the
Island
beans?
and start looking for Ito.
I do not want to give somebody an allergic reaction.
Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
You already solved it.
Please speak to President.
All right.
I'm just a helper.
So wait, do we need to use the net for the Oni's justice? Hold up. I think this is the closest that we can get. But really, that wasn't the whole reason why we needed to finish that quest, is it?
It's heavy.
Because we need to use the net? I don't think so. We set out to the Shori Island using the clues Sango provided.
Not only are the stars clouded, so too is my scryglass hazy.
Alright, so we just have to go past that guy down there. Oh, this would be a good time to collect some resources. This would be a really good time to... Oh, I don't want to pass these up! I got characters that upgrade with these. Get this crystal marrow! Getting more. On the other side of here, there was one. Yup. Keep climbing up, and once we get to the end of this dragon, if we don't see any more, we're just gonna glide down to our mission. I think the only ones I'm gonna find are like inside of the dragon's mouth, none up here. Okay, to the... Hope you died down there. Oh, is that the... No, that's not... That's something different. I don't know what that is. Whatever, not my problem now. I'm going over here. Drop down, drop down.
According to Detective Sango, Ito should be somewhere around here.
Well, let's go ahead and collect all the goodies that are around here.
Vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight?
Okay, but first, I really want to collect all the goodies.
Sango, Ito should be somewhere around here.
You've already said that.
Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight?
How many times are you going to say this, Paimon?
Look, footprints. Let's see where they lead.
I was going to say what footprints?
There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy. Let's keep moving forward.
Moving. Continue the pursuit
More footprints here. He should be just up ahead.
at the dock. Wait. Not at the dock.
Wait, could that be him? Is that Arataki Ito?
That is him.
Doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us. It'll save a lot of
No,
hassle
don't.
before the fight.
Also, how much is she charging the Adventurers Guild for those beans? Come on. Here, have an allergic reaction. He's an emotional wreck. Doesn't seem like an allergy. It seems more just like.
Are you okay?
Pretty sure he just got struck.
What should we do? Paimon didn't think he'd react this badly.
I didn't think he'd react like this, but I thought he'd react
Don't be
badly.
alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up.
Oh, those
Got
kind
it
of
under control.
allergies.
It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out.
Oh, I got struck by lightning. I'm over there.
I can take it. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait.
Okay, yeah,
I need a
no.
moment.
This is he needs an EpiPen. After resting for a long while, Ito recovers enough to speak.
Need a moment. Woo, that's better. That sure took a lot out of me, though.
I'm gonna be back in front of him again.
Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh?
Nope, I'm still
Surprise attacking me
struggling.
like that.
You can never be too careful when dealing with a fugitive. There's plenty more beans in the bag. You better come quietly. Let's go with the first
Oh,
one.
I get it. So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you find me all the way out here?
You went to a detective.
Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you.
Why?
Pack a mean punch, you know. I don't
Same.
want to hurt any regular folks like you.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
You're the one behind the robbery and the missing people, aren't you?
Yep, that's right. Me. All by myself. Nobody else.
He's been up a front.
As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
I'm sure there's a decent
Not
explanation
when
for
their
that.
Families will pay good Mora to see him again. Easy pickings. And the extra Mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves.
Well, at least you're honest.
Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister. We've accepted a commission to bring you back.
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly he took a commission to bring you back.
Show some backbone, Paimon.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we...
Uncle Ito! Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
This is the person that he's taking care of.
Taking you so long.
Daisuke.
You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today.
Don't I know this kid?
Come on, you promised.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So, just give Uncle Ito a little more time, okay?
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Sure.
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Ito has.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
Uncle Ito, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who were those people?
He reminds me of
The
Child.
old lady was Granny
His whole
Oni.
story.
She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryou Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
I had no idea you were so caring towards others.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? 'Cause I'm an Oni of my word. I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you won't worry. Cool?
You'll still worry.
What should we do? There is the kid to consider.
All right, you have a deal.
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found myself a winner yet, so it's time to try somewhere else. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.
All right, so this way. So wait, where is the granny and the kid staying at? Not the camp, right?
By the way, Paimon's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just sitting there doing nothing. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, they won't let anything get in their way. The grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back.
Most people playing that when I was a kid.
Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to it than that. I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on its body. But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, well, then it's game over. Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the experts go to. I'll show you all you need to know.
But
he's too proud about this.
the ones that will be playing. We're just here to keep an eye on you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait. I'll make you a beetle expert in no time.
That's okay.
And by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. We have to find a real lean, mean beetle warrior.
Okay, so he's not the sharpest horn on the Oni.
Definitely not.
Okay, let me see.
That was close.
There. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom moral we're gonna find some major league Oni Kabuto hiding out there.
Okay. Let's go look. Wait, did I take damage getting struck earlier? I did.
Nice.
Oh, up here on the hill.
Lightning storm!
Check the area where the lightning struck.
Star luck. Oh, darn it, they're all gone. Let's hop down from here and take a look. My gut's telling... Look, you see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto. Now that's what I'm talking about.
They look like lavender melons.
Huh? Oh, what the... Ah, no, not lavender melons.
It's really what we're spending our time doing.
Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time.
I see one.
It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's try somewhere else.
Like right here.
This is the one. This is the one. See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself an Oni Kabuto.
Seems a bit different from the others. It's kind of small.
Yeah, it's on the smaller side. But size isn't
big, though.
everything in a beetle fight.
But you said earlier the size matters.
Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole bunch of sick moves just ready to whip out when the right moment comes.
Sure, but it doesn't seem to be very energetic either.
Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the ring. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover? Young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight. Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent.
I was hoping we catch a large... Why?
Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Oni Kabuto was spawned to be a champion.
Wait a second. Where is Paimon?
Right here! Look what Paimon found!
The better one?
If we gotta battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew off somewhere else nearby and found this one! What do you think, Ito? It's big and strong and looks like a real fighter! It matches everything you said about a good fighter, Beetle! Bet the one you guys found must be way
smaller.
Bigger.
Oh, you got some experience catching beetles too, huh?
Nope. This is the first one Paimon's ever caught.
I can believe that.
Well,
it's as big as Paimon.
Real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time. I mean, not as good as me, but still.
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the one. This time, I'm gonna win for sure.
This'll finally be the one. You've never won before?
Well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented, passionate, but it's no guarantee that things will go their way.
It's true.
So many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen. There's this word that really sums it up nicely, actually. It's coincidence.
Just say it together.
Pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or not then. Might as well just...
He's gonna take the beetle.
Whoa. Let's not do anything rash here, you know?
I thought smaller beetles know a bunch of sick moves.
I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a try. A true warrior never leaves a good beetle behind. Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
I think this is what our mission is beetle fighting.
Which of the starry skies do these thunderbolts fall from?
Shut up, Mona. That was close. Right over here. This is the camp. They just had the fight on top of the crates.
You're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry. I'm not scared of your beetle. Go, Stripey Ghost!
Stripey
I've
Ghost.
got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
On the way over.
Come on, you can take him, little guy.
That's right! Finish it!
Oh, no! My little Nimble Ninja!
Yeah, he going.
Looks like I win again!
Dang it! Ugh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Seems Agora Mio wasn't kidding.
Stripey Ghost is invincible! Even Uncle Ito can't beat him.
Paimon!
I won't forget
It's your
this.
turn.
I'll beat you next time, I swear! All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot. Maybe it'll end this losing streak of mine.
All right, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
That name caught on quick.
Whoa!
I agree.
That one looks ultra strong.
And huge. It's like a mutation or something.
match for you, Stripey.
All right, little guy. Use your Super Paimon Tornado!
That's the real thing now.
No, I can't believe it. I lost.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be the best!
How do you know these beetles won't fly away?
One put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor with Stripey Ghost.
I'm not Nito. Kid's upset.
I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle butt, partner.
See? Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take some of the credit, too.
Why don't we let Daisuke keep Crimson Cyclone?
Oh, right. Yeah, now that the beetle fighting's over and all.
Hmm?
Yeah, you want a beetle?
This is for you, Daisuke.
Huh? For me? You're really giving it to me?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Of course we will. Trust me. I never go back on my word. Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Granny for a while, would ya? There's a good boy.
The defeated beetles are just slaying their dead.
Doesn't suspect a thing.
You're from the Tenryou Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Ito.
Actually, we're from the Adventures Guilds, but yes, we are here to catch them.
Hey, didn't I tell you? They're my friends. In fact, they're in the gang. We're practically family.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Ito didn't do anything wrong. Don't take him away. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life. He's not a bad guy.
So what's the story here?
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember? How should I explain? I'm a real lousy liar.
Ito, sometimes you need to just say what you have to say.
She does
Don't
not sound
worry
old.
about us.
I guess. Thanks, Granny. Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with me. I'll explain everything.
Yeah, it's probably your best bet.
I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possessions, it wasn't me. Any of it. I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the real problem here. I'm the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs. But it's just not worth it if someone gets hurt.
So why in the world would you say that you're the culprit?
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all started a long, long time ago.
With that
The
story.
of the Crimson Oni and the Blue Oni.
Hold on a second. If you're talking about that fairy tale, we've heard that one already.
Oh, so you already know. Well,
Yep.
that makes things a whole lot easier.
So, is the story from the fairy tale really true?
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, and the Crimson Oni stayed behind. But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. It's a little thing called the cold, hard truth. The
Okay, so what
Inazuma
is
of
it?
long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good relationship with the humans. The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Oni eventually split into two factions. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to their own.
Paimon thought you were two different species. So really, you're all one family?
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to.
So why did the Blue Oni choose to exile
Because
themselves?
humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing with them. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along with. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni decided to resolve it once and for all. Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader gave 2 conditions.
Which are?
What were they?
First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat humans, but were also not to stand for mistreatment against themselves. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome strength to win respect from the humans. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride.
I see.
After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually, they disappeared altogether. Since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever imagine that the Blue Oni clan had actually survived.
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the Blue Oni?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than mine. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept it.
Because the Blue Oni also value their own pride?
Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their pride. I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors had for the future of all Oni. Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm other people, period. My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But I don't have any evidence.
So you're trying to buy more time?
That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely caught them by now.
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him so he knows your story, right?
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents had been taken. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again.
Why didn't you just tell us that in the first place?
I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide somewhere else.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen.
There's more to this than just one Blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. I didn't want to get anyone else caught up in this mess. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, then I'm gonna fight you with all I've got. But if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the Blue Oni, I'll turn the both of us in.
I will help you.
Yep, Paimon too.
Real culprits must be brought to justice. We can't just let the innocent be accused.
Just treat it like we're here to keep an eye on you.
So, you... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start. These two fine folks, they're just out here in the pursuit of truth and justice, man.
Weren't you going to knock us out and make off with the family again?
Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so be ready for anything. Don't say that I didn't warn you.
Don't worry about us. We're seasoned adventurers.
All right, then our first job is to investigate where this Blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp. I figure we can start by talking to him.
Wait. Okay, so over there. Can we teleport closer? We can. All right, let's get closer. And up there. Take a little bit of climbing. Wait. Is there some ore that's loose here now? I thought I saw it hit some ore. Guess I was just tripping. A little bit more. A little bit more. Man, we haven't been around here since Tepe was alive. Alright. Go check on the victim. Masato.
Yo, you must be Masato.
Oh, Masato.
An Oni? Oh no, not another one!
Hey, we're not here to do anything.
Yeah, not the one that robbed you though, so chill. I contacted you before, remember? I need your help.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident.
We couldn't tell.
So anyway, here's what happened. I was just out transporting some goods when a group of Ronin suddenly attacked me. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your goods that way. But this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead, they took my things and they started coming for me.
Huh? That's totally uncalled for.
Well, so is
down on
the
my knees and begged.
taking money.
Said I had a family to care for and that my business is our only livelihood. But then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought he was going to be the one to finish me off. But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go.
Doesn't seem like a bad person. So there was some friction within the group.
Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure to retaliate if they released me. But the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. I thought they were gonna come to blows. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe. I never want to set foot outside of here again!
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of standards. Did he say why they were robbing you?
Surely it was Mora, right? What else could they have wanted with me?
So they never did say.
I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. But what I did hear them say was, the goods are worth more than the merchant's life. Or something like that.
Ugh, that idiot Oni. Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue. But I think they're pretty active in the Tatarasuna area. You aren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise against it. There are too many of them and they're all heavily armed.
Ah, don't worry.
We're good.
It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. I got a whole laundry list of scores to settle with them. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into them at Nazuchi Beach sooner or later.
Alright, so line wait to Nazuchi Beach for the Ronin to show up. It's all the way over here. Teleport.
One need not scry.
I'm guessing we're gonna
to know
hide behind the
today's
rock,
weather will
right?
be good.
I just want Nani to scry if the weather will be good. Just because it's always stormy here, so we know. Yeah, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. All right, more
Pass
cutscene.
through here sometime. Let's just hang tight for a while.
How tight?
If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up any time now.
And if you are mistaken?
Things might get a little rough, so we better be prepared.
Okay. After you wait a while, suspicious people finally emerge.
Oh, here they come!
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horns. All right, it's go
Blue
time.
horns.
Let's get him.
Ooh. Wait. Wait. This way.
Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me. Let's fight first and talk later.
It's one down. I was about to say something at the start of the battle, but then, you know, dude interrupted.
Let's
Howie. What does this little bowl do? Oh, he's just a distraction. Got it. And easy enough. Talk to the blue Oni. Where at though?
Hey, don't even think about running.
What I have this feeling is not even going to be a real Oni.
Arataki Ito, descendant of the Crimson Oni.
I know who you are.
No, I think he actually is the real one. Never
From
mind.
the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate is one of self-sacrifice. But what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Mine's Takuya, by the way. But you don't even care, do you? Because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was determined that I would find you. Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share as Oni. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind swore all those years ago?
Okay, it's gone. I fought it back.
Huh? What's so funny?
Who are you to talk about pride and oaths with me?
He's Ito.
The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson Oni could live peacefully in human society. But let me ask you, Arataki Ito, what exactly do you contribute to human society? You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them get your vision during the Vision Hunt decree. Protecting the Oni pride? Ha! You wouldn't know how if you tried. You're a disgrace to the Oni kind.
Hey, come on.
Oni kind of what?
That stuff's a big deal. I mean, you're really hanging me out to dry here, man.
Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want. It's not like anyone can stop you. But
do you even know who you're talking about?
Idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around in human society. We were cut off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no stable source of food, no clothing, no medicine, nothing.
Crimson's didn't force you into that.
We swore to uphold in our so-called Oni pride. We had nothing.
So, that's why you joined a band of thieves?
That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide for my family and friends? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I want to live. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and ease their pain. That's what matters most to me.
You ever think that there was a different way to go about this? You don't need to go to such extremes. Exactly. That doesn't exactly solve the root of the problem.
Yeah, and besides, the Blue Oni sacrificed themselves so that Oni could be accepted as part of human society. If people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice you made.
Mm-hmm.
You make a good point. But Arataki Ito's the one who needs to get that into his thick skull.
What do you mean?
The Blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Our actions won't tarnish the reputation of the Crimson Oni. Unless, of course, this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for himself, completely destroying the trust between humans and the Crimson Oni in the process. He's the one that wasted the sacrifice we made.
That's you.
I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryo Commission drag you away.
You should get your priorities straight. The Blue Oni are history, all right? Forget about us. The Crimson Oni are the ones who must live on. Why couldn't you have just stayed out of this?
There they are. Seize them.
Oh no, it's the Tenryo Commission.
I'll fight him.
Forget it. This was a waste of time anyway. Look, I don't expect you to understand me, but you could at least take a look in the mirror sometime.
Hey!
Why?
Hey!
It's too late. They got us surrounded.
We can't get caught here. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here, and we'll escape together when the time's right. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryo Commission, or they'll be after you too.
I'm fine with it.
Battle formation! Soldiers, quick!
Attaboy!
Come on, men.
I was about to say, I don't see his health, but
Just give yourself up, Arataki Ito.
I want to see if he held it for longer, if it would be better. Yeah, I didn't see the dude's health bar, but then I realized it's on top of the screen. That's why I didn't see it. Boom. You hit by the bow.
I must
Coming through!
take this.
No, I can end this right now, but I wanted to see the special. Oh, let's switch back to us. We're not going to get caught, are we?
Man, they really came out in force today. I'm kind of flattered the Tenryo Commission sent so many. But I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. I'm starting to lose my edge here.
Why don't you let us explain the situation to them?
No, no way. All
Why
that
not?
would do is send them after our blue Oni friend instead. But I have to settle things with him first, man to man.
Then what should we do?
I can kind of understand that.
The Tenryo Commission's about to arrest you!
No choice but to keep kicking some Tenryo butt.
Okay.
Hey, boss. Thought you'd have all the fun without us? Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him down. Now's your chance. Go!
Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well,
Yeah, no chance. They're not gonna.
come on, there's no time. Go, do what you gotta do, boss.
All right then. Watch yourselves. As soon as I'm done, I'm coming back for you. Come on, you two. Time to roll.
Okay.
Don't let them get away. After them.
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's plenty to go around.
They're gonna get arrested.
For it, boss.
You escape with the help of the Arataki gang.
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya.
Okay, how are there footprints in the water?
I know what they did, but those few guys weren't much of a gang.
Hey,
Nah,
it takes
it's more like a
to
group
run
of friends.
gang, okay? They're all I've got for now.
Split into two.
Huh. Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here?
No, there's definitely more footprints.
At least we know
Kinda
we're
looks like
headed
a
the
scuffle.
right way. Let's see what else we can find ahead.
Check transport.
Wrecked cart and some goods. Look alive, we've got company.
Hi, fellas.
Solidify.
Almost done.
Seems they definitely don't want us going any further.
Well, too bad for
Let's see what's
them.
waiting
We're
for
going
us up
further.
ahead.
So now we gotta look around here.
Huh. Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be plenty going on around here. Let's investigate. They couldn't have just disappeared into thin air.
Of
unless-
course, they gotta go.
Hidden entrance. Yes. All right.
Mhm.
I think we just
Into a
found their
domain.
hideout. This is going to be where they keep all the people they took.
All these stories have a domain.
Takuya's probably in there as well.
Before we go in, I have a question.
Huh? Fire away.
Did you really understand where Takuya is coming from?
Of course I did. Come on, I'm not that dumb.
Are you sure?
Takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think his ideas are actually gonna work. So I'm here to save him no matter what.
All right, that's good to hear.
Huh? What were you two talking about? Are you keeping Paimon in the dark again?
No, you're just in the dark on your own.
Let's go.
He's dodging it. All right. Vagrant hideout. Yeah, let's go. Boom. Let's try to use Ito as much as possible. Hi, fellas!
This place is huge! Pretty fancy for a hideout.
All acquired by less than legitimate means, no doubt. All the more reason we gotta put an end to this.
And keep up the pressure. Don't let him off easy.
Finally,
Alright, anything to get around here? No? Okay. I guess we can go up. Hi, fam. Wait, I'm gonna fight this guy.
We can't go up if we can't reach them.
No problemo. That'll be what this mechanism's for.
What mechanism? I didn't see anything. And boom. Moving on. Oh, this mechanism.
See? What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts.
But I guess you gotta move it at different points. Uh-huh. Ooh, ladder. I see this chest too. Seems like a very light shaded chest. Wait. Oh man, I wanted to... That's close. Wait, if we broke that one, can we break this one? Nah, it's something completely different. Let's try this again. So if we go over here. Ah, I see. Now I feel dumb. Go ahead and hit it. Now we go back up this ladder. Why are you still standing here? Go away. And up. And now we just need to go straight down. Well, kinda. Gotta go over too.
Let's get down to business.
Yes, let's.
Who wants some of this?
Yeah, who wants some?
Attaboy! Hey!
Y'all ain't ready for this. Not really, really.
I will have order.
Yep. Order. I'm not gonna let you guys have a good time. Sorry. Sweet, that door opened. Wait. If I took this down, oh, they would have lost that electro power that they had on them. Oh well. Not important now. What you got back here? A ladder? Anything up here? Chest. That I can't seem to open because I can't get a good angle on it. There we go. Now we got it. I have a feeling we were supposed to come back around this way. Kind of like the last divider that we broke.
Can't catch me.
Why not? Open. There we go. Bring this one back. I think this might be right. And Another common chest. Oh, look at this. Traps. They're not really hitting me, though.
They must be holding on to them for leverage. All right, let's get them out of here. It's showtime!
Keep up the barrages. So how are we gonna get the people out of here? You free everyone inside. Great. Good to know.
All right, you're all free to go now. Quick, get to safety.
Probably Daisuke's parents.
Sorry, but have you seen our little boy? We're awfully worried about him.
He's okay.
Calm down, dear. We don't even know if he was taken here or not.
He wasn't.
But oh my
Daisuke's fine. He's okay. He's okay.
You must be Daisuke's parents.
He's safe.
Yes, that's right. Have you seen him? Where is he? Is he all right?
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you where on the map. He's been worried about you. I bet he'll be relieved to see you.
He's got a
You were
beetle.
the one who saved him? Oh, thank you, thank you.
He's the one you should be thanking.
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's my pleasure, really. It's just who I am. It's what I do. Before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this. Wouldn't any other self-respecting guy who saw another person in danger have done the exact same thing?
No, not necessarily, no.
Really? Just one little compliment and it goes straight to his head.
Why did they see so many people?
These vagrants are insatiable. They'll do anything for money.
I have a feeling it's slavery.
No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Would they really do anything drastic?
No, actually, because one of the guys, the one with Oni horns on his head, has always shielded us so far. Oh, in fact, his horns look just like the ones this guy has.
At night, he would secretly bring us food and water. I don't understand what he was trying to do.
He's trying to be
A
kind.
friend of his? Or perhaps a relative?
Distant. Very distant.
Relative, I guess.
Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He
So it
seems
seems like.
different from the rest of the gang. They seem like heartless crooks, but I'd say he comes across more like a confused child who made some poor choices.
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out in his head, and I'm here to point him in the right direction.
I'm glad to hear that. He's lucky to have family like you.
Can I
Don't
get the
worry,
chest behind you
he'll
guys?
be in my trusty hands. I'll help him see the light. Anyway, you should scram. It's still not safe here.
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued our entire family. We are indebted to you.
Aw, good guy, Ito. Make sure you testify for him.
Child that made some poor choices. Anyway, let's get going, while we still have time.
Ooh, there is a chest in here. Kind of weird that they would put a chest full of goodies in a jail cell. Let's go ahead and hit that. Oh, let's raise up levels. So down and around this way. Oh! I know where we're at. Wait, how do we get up there exactly? Is it by going up this ladder? I gotta slow down a little bit. I'm almost out of stammies. 3, 2. Just barely made it. No, this might not have been the right way. You know what? That direction. Okay. I think that works. Now we just gotta go up this ladder. If we had just come down from this way. Back up around to the jail. There we go. And I think this is the last stretch. Ooh, a door of resurrection. I don't think we got one of those yet.
This is the place. The jig's up. Surrender while you can.
Shut down.
Life goes on.
Shut down. Now you guys don't got your ability. Actually, I still got it.
Attaboy! Coming through!
Oh, this is the leader. Nagata.
Let's roll!
And done.
Bet you think you've won, don't ya?
Yeah.
So naive. This is my home turf.
So?
I'll let you in on a little secret. A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece, the other piece starts tearing too.
Wait. Is he tied to him?
Flash, don't care about your cute little origami obsession.
Seems more like a voodoo type
Stay
thing.
where you are and let me finish. Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for? I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of the mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah, the whole hideout is rigged with explosives and ready to blow.
What? You're gonna blow this whole place up?
You'll get yourself killed too.
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route. The rest of you, though, you're gonna be buried deep among the rubble. You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye. My paper charm! Where's my paper charm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking for this?
Yes, that's it. But when did you...
I snatched it earlier, to stop you from doing anything hasty.
Why, you... And now you're going to betray me?
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've already betrayed our agreement, no?
What's your agreement?
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great, because I'm done listening. Yeah!
You didn't have to make it like that. That was kind of
Great
lame
work,
to see.
Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
I said stay away, or I'll tear the paper charm.
Hey, oh, okay. Fine. Just calm down. What are you doing?
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it myself. Unless you
You're not
want to
making
get
sense.
buried, you should leave this place now. Take everyone here and get out.
Why are you doing this?
You won't go through with it. If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across? Huh?
I'm not here to reason with you. Go! Just
Of
get
course you're
out
not.
of here.
We're here to reason with you.
This sacrifice is mine to make. Mine alone. Why couldn't you just stay out of it?
No one needs to sacrifice themselves.
All right, then you tell me. What am I supposed to do? I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. Only sacrifice can restore my pride now.
No.
I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. I was ready to die from the very beginning. This is between us blue Oni. But you... If it wasn't for you, everything would have worked out perfectly.
Ashumi.
They're here. We won't let them slip away this time.
Uh-oh! There's nowhere else to run!
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for. I did it. I'm behind everything. Arataki Ito is innocent. You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right? I'm sure you can tell who the criminal is here.
Huh? It's like he's trying to reenact the fairy tale, sacrificing himself for the Crimson Oni!
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's me you've been looking for, and here I am! How are you ever gonna report back without capturing me?
Stop fooling around, Ito.
Listen, Takuya, sacrificing yourself won't solve anything. Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni, and giving up your life isn't gonna make theirs any longer. Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself. Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy, huh? Well, this is the coward's way out. Don't let your sacrifice stain our Oni pride. The Blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years, so let's give them a new beginning. We've made mistakes, but we can make up for them. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well then let's tear it up and start over. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about all that self-sacrifice stuff. Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya!
Uh-oh. They tore it.
I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
What?
Hey, I got this.
I believe him. My colors don't look like that. Mine are green, not purple.
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve! Ah, shut up, would ya?
I'm with Ito. They're not going to show us any more of it. That sucks. But we're about to wrap up the story. It's probably just going to be one more cutscene and that's it. Might have to travel for it. Maybe 2 cutscenes. It's taking a while though.
We managed to save everyone! But
They're okay.
what about Ito and Takuya? Paimon hopes they're alright.
They are. Let's wait a little longer. He just said he could take care of it. See, they're fine. Mm-hmm. We know Ito was gonna be fine.
It's gonna hurt tomorrow. Ugh. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I? I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean attack of yours earlier.
I'm just happy you made it out alive. We don't want to make things too easy for you.
Why would you do this for me?
Why
I'm
not?
the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood, brother. Our parents and their parents before them never taught us that it was okay to abandon family in need. I just wish you'd come to find me sooner. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help, wouldn't that just undo everything the Blue Oni have done?
No.
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. Nothing they did was in vain. It's only because of them that we have survived to see today, and built a world where Oni and humans can live side by side.
So couldn't the Blue Oni come and join back into society?
Everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni. And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color of your horns.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
You say all that, but in spite of everything, you're barely getting by.
That's just how I roll, man. You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious temper problem. And Mamoru, well, he's colorblind.
Is that really that much of a problem fitting in society?
She got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and outcasts in some way, but we don't care. You want to talk about pride? Well, in our gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
But
Don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could cramp our style?
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are finished talking.
Yeah, they might have a little bit more.
Takia, based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are officially under arrest for forceful seizure of people and property. Please do not attempt to resist. All stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be seizing all the goods you passed on to your kin.
That's not gonna fly.
Please don't! Without those goods, they'll...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry. I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation, I'll personally make sure they never suffer again.
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too, for numerous assaults on the Tenryo Commission officers.
Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot about that.
Get out of here, Itzo.
But no worries, I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care of the Blue Oni.
Your gang got arrested helping you guys
we've
escape.
already arrested them too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, yeah,
That's what they get for resisting the Tenryo Commission.
Yeah, I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the Blue Oni situation?
Sure, we'll tell her everything.
Thanks. And thanks for sticking with me to the end. Once I'm out of the slammer, I'll find a way to make it all up to ya.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong means that the culpability extends to you too.
No, it doesn't.
But, given your unique circumstances, and in light of the complexity of this case, we won't press charges this time.
Good.
Sorry for the trouble.
Also, you guys owe Itzo some reparation.
Unique circumstances? Are these guys like a big deal or something?
Nope, it's nothing like that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Because I was gonna say, you know, like, I'm kind of a big deal myself, you know? Yeah, all right, see you next time. Whenever that'll be.
Hey! Is that the one that Paimon caught earlier? Or is that a completely different one? Notice how the mission started off with one on top of the building? Or two of them on top of the building?
Weird. But at least he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, at least. Let's go tell Granny Oni. She needs to know what happened. And then this mission will be done.
I forgot my umbrella again.
It's okay, you didn't have one in the first place. Oh, do I have a key for this? I just now noticed as we were going by. Nope, don't have a key for it. Let's keep on going by. And avoid this guy. We haven't battled him yet. I'm gonna have to battle him at some point. Okay. Little bit. Ooh, I can't not get these. Pistol marrow. Pistol marrow. And down to the camp. I got distracted too easily right there. I'm ashamed of myself. Okay, I know those were different beetles. Tell Granny Oni everything that happened.
Yes, that does sound like my Ito.
Sounds like you're proud of him.
Did they take Uncle Ito away?
He'll be okay.
Yes, they did. But don't be too upset, Daisuke. We will have the chance to see him again.
He'll get out.
He and his gang may have acted recklessly, but the fact remains that he still helped us.
Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Ito helped us, and he's awesome!
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Ito is a far cry from awesome. He still caused a lot of trouble for a lot of people.
That is true.
If you ask me, I'd say he's like one of those little Oni Kabuto you kids are playing with all the time. Though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind heart. He's not a delinquent,
but he'll never back down from
I can't believe this voice actor. I can't.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like a compliment. I can't wait for my next beetle fight with Uncle Ito.
Thank you, Granny, for taking care of our little boy. I hope that Ito and his friends will be released as quickly as possible.
Yes,
I'm sure they will.
You needn't worry. The officials in the Tenryo Commission will certainly exercise sound judgment.
It's time
They don't
we
have that
start
track
heading
record.
back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
Ah, I'm glad that everything was resolved in the end. Things were looking quite dire, but now the future looks bright. Wonderful, wonderful. As for the Blue Oni, just leave them to me. If there's one thing an old granny like myself can do, it's caring for others.
Do you need our help?
No, no. Go on ahead. I'm sure you have other adventures beckoning. Besides, once Ito is released, he'll be here to help me.
Is he always like this?
Oh, yes. And you know what? I think that's what makes him adorable. Wouldn't you agree? He does
I wouldn't say
whatever
adorable,
he
but
puts his mind to. He's sincere, brave, and determined. Back when I took him in, everyone thought I was most unusual indeed. They started calling me Granny Oni. But I've never been ashamed of this name. On the contrary, I'm quite proud of it. Because Ito is my pride and joy.
Aww.
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time,
Oh, they're fixing
there
the story,
lived a
aren't they?
Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the Blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the Crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the Blue Oni back home. The Crimson Oni didn't know where to find the Blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the Blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The Blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the Blue Oni had once done, the Crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Owl, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Owl. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The Blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the Blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The Crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.
And that's, though long because of all the world quests that had to interfere, was that story. So that'll be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, deuces.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you, I probably wouldn't mention me either.